Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, so I will take a while until I explain the topic for today because I forgot the mic for the people here behind can hear me. Um, so I will have to wait until somebody bring it to me. Um, this is a code sign for someone to bring me the audio. Just to let you know that we know that there's a problem in the website, the event for 2020. The the website in English is not working properly, so um, um, so I don't know if it's not working still. So tomorrow it will be ready. Hmm? Okay. So I'm not speaking about the blog. I'm speaking about the specific um, website for um, uh, the specific website for the event in 2022. So if there is any problem and anyone is asking about it, so if it's not working yet, tomorrow will be solved for sure. So today we wrap the concept of the emotional week of Pisces. We end with emotional of Pisces, and tomorrow we begin with physical week of Pisces. Remember that we are not following um, astrological moments of the year, because yesterday we began with Aries in astrology. Gracias. So, ¿escuchan? Can you hear me? Oh, uh, you cannot hear? No, the people there. Um, yes, it's just that the signal is not that strong. Um, um, the yeah, the signal is not the best today, so it has bad connection. Okay, so I was saying in English. Remember that we are not following the astrological calendar, so we are not working aligned with the astrological year. We are using the the Atlantean calendar, which is each month has a different attribute. So even if yesterday has started um, the the month of even if yesterday we entered in Aries time, we have still 10 days more of Pisces according to our month of the Atlantean calendar. Okay, so remember that is not correlated, so don't worry about it. Remember that we started a new month of intention today. So for the next month, we will align all together when before we go to sleep, just saying I am will. Okay. So I thought it was 22 today. I don't know why. I thought that today was 22. So sorry. Don't pay attention to what I said about the intention of the day. This only changes the day 22. Okay. So forgot. So tomorrow is when it begins. So remember that today is the last day when we say the intention I am wisdom when before we go to sleep, and tomorrow we start with the intentions every time we go to sleep. For the next month, we say I am will. So just for you to know, maybe you are listening the how do you say honks? How do you say in English? Honk? Horns? Okay. So the sounds of the cars all the time, and that's because in Egypt you don't have many rules to drive, and basically most of the people doesn't study to drive. They just buy the ID. So the way they communicate when they drive is by so that's it. That's 24 hours all the time. So welcome to Egypt. So let's begin with today, which is the Taurus, and we close the emotional week. The topic for today is compassion. So of course, the first thing that we have to understand about this word before we go into the topic is the origin of the two words that compose the word, which is con and passion. So compassion comes from the two words in Latin that are con and passion. Con means with, which is in Latin the conjunction of something, and passion, that is the word that is the word from the verb patire. In Latin, patire means to suffer, and patire means to suffer, and passio, which is the origin of passion, passio means pain. So basically, compassion is to share the pain with others. So for sure, in our history of understanding this concept, we have been understanding compassion in a wrong way. Maybe, for example, myself, I confuse myself all the time. Passion. I have no idea what it was compassion, because for me, for a long time, compassion was to feel pity for others. That's what I thought it was compassion. But actually, then I understood that compassion was much more about to feel what the others are feeling. So now we can explain how these three concepts that we have been talking about correlate to each other: the empathy, sympathy, and compassion. We had spoken about empathy. Empathy is like to be in the pain with others. sympathy is to accompany the pain of others, and compassion is the same as sympathy. Why? uh, because sympathy in Greek means to go with the pain. So sin and pathos. Sin means with, pathos means pain, which is the same Latinization of the word compassion, which is to go with the pain. So it's exactly the same, but one in Greek, the other one in Latin. But even though they took different paths along our vocabulary. So empathy was to be in the pain of the other, like you feel exactly the same as the other one is feeling. Compassion means to accompany the pain of others, that you understand the pain of others. So basically, compassion would mean to be able to understand the other, to comprehend the problem that the other is having, and also to set the intention to help the other to transcend that pain, that problem. So we can understand that empathy is to feel what the other is feeling, to be exactly what the other is feeling, and compassion would be to connect with the pain of the other, but with the goal of taking that pain out and to transcend it into a different reality. So an interesting word that I would like for us to understand, which is part of this compassion, is the word passion. Because passion, we use it in a very different way from the reason for what it was created. For us, passion is the things that we love to do, our passion on life, our passion for things. I am passionate by something, and this describes the things that we love the most, that we love to do, to learn, and so on. But the origin of the word passion, which is to pain, to suffer, is because since long time ago, and since the beginning of our civilizations, of our cultures, those things that we wanted the most were so difficult to get that we needed to make a hard work to reach it. So that's why they said, if you want to have it, you need to work hard in order to get it. And this is a very old idea of making a great effort to accomplish, to have all the things that you wish for. This is why the description of passion is related with how much you have to suffer, how much you have to afford yourself to make these pains to your body in order to get what you really want as a result. This is the reason why passion is a synonym of pain, of hard work, which is not related with the vision that we have today about passion, which is to do that thing that we love. So the word passion changed the concept only in this century, in the 21st century. And this is because since thousands of years, we have been doing a hard work to get what we want, okay, the result of what we want. So that's why we needed to suffer a lot to get a result. But to get a result. But today, in this century, we have been evolving in this concept into do what we want, to do what we like. So this is very different from our entire history from the first time. So that's why we still use the same words to describe what it is to do what you like, but it's not saying exactly the same. Mm? Um, so, for example, when we say, I am passionate about this, I am passionate about what I do, or whatever, basically what I'm saying is that I put in all my effort to try to do or to understand this because I like it a lot. Okay. So here we have this concept of compassion that is important to get to know. And I guess that's the hidden message of compassion, uh, which is that compassion kind of explains the passion of helping others. The passion of helping others would mean that you are able to feel the pain, the suffering of others, and you are willing to do something in order to help them to transcend, to go into a freedom aspect of their lives. So, compassion is a term that it has been very used in many cultures, in many religions, and most of all in the Christianism, because the Christians were God united because of the suffering of Christ. That's why it was called the Passion of Christ. The Passion of Christ is the suffering of Jesus. Mm? So this is why in the ideology of Christianism, the compassion because of the Messiah suffering on the cross was a message that they started to spread in between all the people, so everyone could be compassive, so they could understand that we have to take care of one another, to protect one another, to understand the suffering of the other and help to be all together as one. Hmm? But of course, one thing is to say, another to do. Um, so the concept of Christianism about compassion is to share the weight of the one that suffered for all of us in the cross. Hmm? That's the view, the point of view of Christianism. But the Greek concept of compassion, sympathy, is basically to comprehend the pain of the other and help the other to transcend that pain. Hmm? So basically, the image would be that I absorb the pain of the world to feel it, understand it, and by acknowledging it within myself, I find the tools to open myself to the world and help everybody to transcend that pain. And that's how we shape the Taurus of the emotional week of Pisces. Okay? So remember that beyond cultures, religions, philosophies, or whatever, the main key of compassion is to take the pain of the world, understand the pain, integrate it in me so I can find the tools to help the rest around the world. Sorry. um, that's it because I have no much voice because these past 3 days I've been singing all day and channeling different beings that use my throat like a spitting pot. um, the vibration for today is the sound. The statement for today is I am the eternal will. The code for today is Taurus. The time to open the furrow in the earth to sow the seeds arrives with the presence of this constellation in the skies, reason for which it was named Taurus, related to the oxen, the bulls that plowed the fields. Taurus is the promise of wealth that will come from the harvest. It is the livestock that will provide the necessary elements to subsist. For that, it represents the home, the material goods, the food, comfort, and safety of a home in the earth. Let's go to the alignment and integrate the klaxon. Sit comfortable, close your eyes, and pay attention to your breathing. I feel the energy that goes all through my body, through each organ, muscle, each cell, atom. I feel the magnetism expanding the energy in hot and cold currents flowing through all my body. I recognize that this energy is my emotion. I perceive which emotions I can feel now. How do I feel them? I take a deep breath and I feel how all these emotions expand, expand my entire body, dissolving it. I can feel each one of the particles that shaped my body to explode and expand towards the entire world. I become the entire planet. I take a moment to open myself to feel the pain and the suffering of this world. The suffering of every human, animal, and plant. The suffering through every continent and ocean. I recognize it. I recognize each conflict in me, all this pain, because I am the world, and I can feel its wars, pain, hunger, fights. But as I recognize that the pain is within me, I also can perceive that within I have the strength, the will, the power to heal all that pain and suffering. I bring that pain of the world towards me as I recognize it going towards my heart, where I hold all that pain in my unconditional love, in my strength, my power. And I take this pain and suffering as the fuel to create its own healing. As I take deep breath once and again, I bring all this potential, this energy to the ground, to the earth, expanding it to the entire world. Now, with the awareness that this pain, this energy is useful for the healing process. I bring to me the pains of the world And with my consciousness, I expanded to the world as healing. This is the greatest of compassions. I activate the Taurus with the pulse of this engine of my sound. I am the eternal will. I am the eternal will. I am the eternal will. I believe in my compassion. Take a deep breath and start to bring this consciousness all around your body, caressing and stretching, and each one at its own time. Come back here and now. Thank you everybody for being here as always. And thank you for accompanying me another week in this path of the I Am. Remember that tomorrow we come back again to the three pyramids 5 a.m. The 144. And as always, see you tomorrow at the same time.